Hey, what's up guys, 𝐻𝐤𝐤 here, and welcome to episode number 29 of Skilling to Glory, where in today's episode, I'm actually going to be showing you guys my weekend league rewards, as well as my division rival rewards from last week, so from last Thursday. I actually forgot to include them in the previous episode, so apologies for that. I actually almost forgot that I actually had them, because, I opened them on my phone, so... yeah, it was something that I kind of forgot. But yeah, you can see in the background that from our red picks, we actually got some decent players. We got the 89 inform Karim Benzema. And we also got the forehead, the absolute legend, 𝐿𝐤𝐤. So in terms of red players, I can't really complain. I was really happy with the pools that we got. Unfortunately, though, no 𝐿𝐤𝐤 Felix, which was in the team of the week. Would be nice to get a red 𝐿𝐤𝐤 Felix or maybe an inform from these packs. That was at least something I was still hoping for. But yeah, 5-star skiller looks very good. I remember using him a lot last year. His base version especially, and also the ones to watch, which I bought, I think, for like a crazy amount at the start. And he never got like an inform, or like maybe towards the end of the year. But yeah, I remember using him for like a lot of games. But anyway, you can see that I opened them on my phone actually, which you might be wondering why. Well, the main reason is because I tend to get more luck on my phone compared to the console or even on the web app. So yeah, I just sometimes just tend to open some packs on my phone just out of, I don't know, kind of luck, I guess, just kind of superstition. I don't know. It's something I kind of got lucky with last year. I managed to get 2, I think, icons on my phone last year. Carlos Alberto, the base version, and also Netvet. And they were actually from weekend league rewards or from rival rewards. So it's something I sometimes tend to do anyway. So yeah, you can see in the packs that we got some okay players. We got Adama Traoré, which we could sell on for a couple K. We also got a loan version of Handanovic, which we could use in the friendly mode. And then in our final pack, we got Alexandro 85 rated. And once again, we got another Adama Traoré and also a Kimpembe, which I think those two players actually would sell on for a little bit, like 2 to 3K for Kimpembe, and I think 6 to 7K for Adama Traoré. And since we already had one, it was nice that we could sell that one on as well. But anyway, we go back to the console where we sold the likes of Kimpembe, Mendy, Roussillon, and also the 2 pools, the 2 Adama Traorés, which was a really nice start to you know, this episode as well. Then after that, we went back onto the game, and you can see that we do have another player which we can unlock, which is Koundé, which I'm not doing right now, or at least in this episode. I will do that at a later stage. I think there's like almost 10 days left on him. So yeah, we can, you know, kind of stall that SPC, or that objective rather. The first one we're going to be doing, though, in today's video is going to be the Bojan Krkić objective, which is mainly the MLS kind of trio you can unlock. And yeah, at first I wasn't really like interested in this one, but then I noticed those 2 players that you can also unlock in the center back Long and also Lima, 2 American players, with you know, the likes of rule breaker Opara actually being out there. I think it's a really good combination. You can maybe you know, you can maybe use as like a cheap I think, trio for your team. The only downside is now is that there isn't really like a good alternative to goalkeepers. So hopefully EA, you know, will maybe release a US goalkeeper at some point. And yeah, as I showed you guys as well in the background, that was the team I decided to go with. Some players which I had in my club already, and also some that I actually had to buy. Of course, the likes of Opara. I think as soon as the SBC or the objective actually got released, he went up, I think, triple in price, which was crazy. I think he was extinct at some point as well. So yeah, I was lucky enough to pick him up for, I think, 58K. Decided to just buy him for this specific objective, and then obviously sell him on, maybe with some profit as well, who knows. But yeah, you can see that we decided to do this objective with some of the players which I had in my club, as I said. Also this guy, what was his name again? I think Sergio Santos. Very good player. He kind of looks in game very similar to Zaha with all the dreadlocks and stuff as well. Yeah, we got him as one of our red informs in one of the weekend league rewards, which was nice. So yeah, he fit into this team nicely as well. so decided to put him in there. And the first game we got a rage quit. You tend to see a lot of rage quits when playing these friendly games as well, because, you know, they don't really affect the record. And when your opponent thinks of really being able to get back into the game properly, they tend to leave, which is fair enough. And whilst I was doing this specific objective, we also came across a lot of people who were trying to complete the mullet objective, which is the French cam. And yeah, therefore I came up against a lot of lone Mbappés, also regular Mbappés, just crazy French-looking teams, which all had to be, I think, 77 rated. And yeah, it was sometimes, you know, a bit annoying because you just want to play against the same kind of teams that you're playing with, because I was mostly just using the MLS players. But yeah, it was still really fun. It sort of gave us a little bit of a challenge as well. So yeah, I think at the start of this game, we gave away a free kick, which actually was a penalty, which you could have seen in the slow motion replay. But yeah, the thing, man, with referees this year, I've said it a lot of times already in Skill into Glory episodes, but it's honestly gotten that it's just a complete joke. It really breaks the game for me, especially with some of the stuff I've experienced with Weekend League. It honestly just breaks the game and really puts me off playing as well. So yeah, it's funny that EA actually put out a patch recently where they stated that they, I think, fixed the whole issue with referees giving yellow cards where they should be, where they should give a red card, but that issue is still in the game. So I just really hope it gets fixed as soon as possible, because as I said, it really kind of ruins the whole factor of just playing, you know. So yeah, I really hope it gets fixed as soon as possible, really. But nevertheless, I was still enjoying these games, playing with a completely different team, trying out different players. And that Sergio Santos was also a pretty fun player to play with. Although he only had 3-star skill moves, I think. It was still a fun player. He scored most of the chances we had. In this clip, you were able to see that he completely missed the sitter, which is just one of the things that sometimes happen in specific games. But it was a really fun team to play with as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you also complete that objective. I think it's still out there for a couple days. At least in the moment of recording. So yeah, make sure to do it as well, because those three MLS players, the Lima left back, the long center back, and also the Bojan Krikic one, are definitely players you should maybe, you know, consider of completing, because especially the two Americans are ones you can easily put into your team once EA, of course, releases a very nice looking goalkeeper in terms of like objective or SBC. But anyway, back to the gameplay. You were able to see that my opponent scored a really, really nice goal on me with Memphis. Made good use of the Waka Waka. And then in the 80th minute, he does it once again, this time with the ball roll sombrero. And yeah, we unfortunately ended up losing that game 3-2. I wasn't too sure at the time if this guy was actually a follower, because I didn't receive a tweet or a message after the game. But yeah, extremely fun to play against someone who does know his skill as well. You know, all the good skills in FIFA. So yeah, as I said, really fun game to play, and GG's to him. Then in the next game we started off really nicely with Sergio Santos getting 2 goals already. Once again, another rage quit is something, as I said, you see quite often in the friendly mode. And yeah, in the next game we went up against, once again, a bit of a MLS side, where it is Santos again, where we pass it off to Promes. Also, one of the objectives we needed to complete, and I needed to kind of do more often, was to force passes with Sergio Santos. Like, I was scoring a crazy amount of goals with him already, which is also one of the objectives you needed. But I think you needed also like 5 or something assists. I'm not fully sure again. But yeah, also in this game, we got another chip shot, another rage quit. And immediately after, I decided to check on how many like goals we were on, how many assists. And I think at the time we were on 3 assists, 8 goals with MLS players. I think like 5 games played and 4 wins out of 10. I think we need to play like 10 more at least in order to complete this objective, because this was an objective where you just had to play 15 games. So yeah, obviously won't be showing you guys all the games, only be showing you guys the games which actually matter towards the objective, basically. But also in this game we started off really quickly. A nice goal there from, I think, Sergio Santos. And then a beauty of a goal here with Dembele. Simple skill move, a fake shot through the legs, which I'm a huge fan of. I always try to slow it down when there's a nutmeg or a panna. I'm just a sucker for that, basically. But another rage quit there as well. Into the next game we went. We came against, I think, someone using that Inform Mokhtar, which I've also been using in this squad. And I got to be honest, he hasn't really been performing that much and hasn't really been that noticeable. That might be because I've been using him in sort of a gold team. So I think if I use him in like a silver team, he probably would stand out much better, I think. But also in this game, we got a quick goal. And yeah, we went through here again with 𝐻𝐢𝐤𝐞 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐞 getting himself another goal there, once again on the score sheet. Then it is André Santos here, through on goal, where my opponent decided to press start. We make it 3-0. And yet again, we do get ourselves another rage quit. And yeah, we move on into the next game as we had a bunch of games left to play. Came up against the French team with also Lone Mbappe, Gelson, Martins. Two dangerous players this year to play against. And we start things off with Mokhtar, the player I was just talking about, hitting the crossbar there from a free kick. But then immediately after, once again, it is a very quick goal from us. Ousmane Dembele making good use of the Balassi flick towards a nice finish as well. Making it 1-0, getting another rage quit. And into the next game, we once again went. Another French league looking side. And this guy wasn't really paying attention from kickoff. Wasn't really too sure what to do, you know, maybe wait. But then again, you know, I thought if I maybe get the quick goal, he would maybe leave, which he didn't do at the time. But then in the 7th minute, when we crossed it into Promes, he decided to press start and actually leave. It's something you can kind of predict, I guess you could say. Then to the next game we went up against someone who was rocking that wants to watch Rodrigo. And immediately from kickoff, he went on a run there with, I think, Daniel James. And he just sprinted through. I think it's, I'm not too sure who that is actually. I think 𝐷𝐿𝐵 or something, an American player, which I also put into the team. He just completely ran through him basically and made it 1-0 from kickoff. Like, I'm usually the guy who scores from kickoff. I think this is also one of the rare goals I've conceded from kickoff. So yeah, it was kind of weird. But anyway, we got back into the game quickly, and then this happened. Once again, a really weird call from the referee. This time in our favor, but we got a penalty. And this is just what I mean with referees just being completely stupid and just making no sense at all. I know that most of you guys are fully aware of it as well, but just this stuff, man. Imagine it happening during an esports event where someone is able to win thousands of dollars and he just gets screwed by just a stupid decision from the referee. I honestly would not be happy. I honestly would not be happy. But anyway, in this game, we kept on scoring goals. And I really thought that this guy would maybe leave at like the 4th goal, the 5th goal, but he just kept on playing. He even got himself another goal there with 𝐷𝐿𝐵 there. And yeah, we would end up getting another penalty here where he tackled me with Opara. This was a clear penalty, but we stepped up for it with Sergio Santos, getting himself another goal. I think his hat-trick already in this game. And again, we ended up just playing through, getting more goals. A nice Rabona shot here with Promes. And at the time, I was like thinking, oh, maybe I should, you know, pass the ball towards Sergio Santos and try to get assist with him, because that was something I still really needed to complete. As I think at the time when I checked the stats basically of the objective before I think this game or the other one, we were only on 3 assists or something, so it was still very low. So I kind of wanted to boost that up. And yeah, midway through a skill running with Promes, we got ourselves once again a BS penalty. This game was just all over the place really, with just a ton of goals and also with some really weird calls from the referee. But yeah, in the 83rd minute, we once again got through here with Dembele. I'm not too sure if it was an assist from an MLS player, but another goal. Then it is Santos there who plays it through to Ousmane Dembele, cuts in with the body feint and a nice finish there once again in the far corner. Then it is again Sergio Santos going through, nice lateral heel to heel, which again this year, one of the best skill moves. You've seen me using it quite a few times already in Skill into Glory. Seen a couple people as well asking me what skill move that is. Lateral heel to heel, which I think got introduced, I'm pretty sure actually last year in FIFA 20. So yeah, if you want to see the tutorial, I would suggest checking out the FIFA 20 playlist of skills tutorials, but I'll also be making a FIFA 21 version. So yeah, that will be coming to your faces very, very soon. So after that, I once again checked up on some of the objectives we're trying to complete, and we actually completed the first player, which was Long. Looks amazing. Definitely a player I'm going to be trying to build a team around, and maybe fit into like a team which we can use for weekend league as well. Because I've been thinking, I said this a lot of times already, just to like sell everyone and then buy a lot of investments for the upcoming icon SBCs, which is something I've been really thinking of. So that's something I might be doing at some point. So, you know, using these players you can complete through objectives or through SBCs are really useful when it comes to trying to spend not a lot of coins on players, just trying to save them. So yeah, into the next game we went. I think this was the final game I had to, I think, win or maybe get like 2 assists, which I'm pretty sure I actually got really early on. So I tried to go for some fancy stuff. I think you were able to see in the previous game that sort of rainbow flick to fancy pass I did. I actually uploaded a tutorial about that a couple days ago. So yeah, make sure to check it out. Link is in the description down below to the playlist of all the skills tutorials. And it's something I wanted to kind of achieve in this match. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get it properly. I was really close, though, a couple of times. But then in the 68th minute, we were able to get it. Not as I sort of expected it to be, but it looked very similar. Nice rainbow flick to a knee shot. It's something that I did not expect to score, actually. I wanted to sort of go for the kind of scorpion kick animation. But this one looked pretty cool, too, although if you look at the replay, the ball just went through Dembele's body, and the ball also kind of got a little bit of a speed boost almost. It looked like it anyway, if you looked at the replay closely. But anyway, didn't matter. We scored a beautiful goal. We also completed the final two objectives, which actually took a little bit of effort, because the final one we had to complete was play 4 more games, which I decided to do on stream, but I decided not to record it because those were just games where I wasn't really paying attention, was just messing around really. But meanwhile, we opened some packs as well. I think 275 plus packs, which we got from the objective as well. The first one we got Trapp there from Eintracht Frankfurt. And in the next pack, we got 𝐿, which is also a player we already have as an untradeable duplicate. So, yeah, we couldn't really do much with him. So, yeah, in one of those games, as I mentioned, the ones that I didn't record, we scored a really nice goal. So I kind of regret not recording those games. We scored a really nice bridge to a rainbow flick to a sort of a scorpion kick. It looked pretty cool. But from this angle, you can see that the defender there heavily touched it. I think it would have gone in anyway. But yeah, it was still kind of unfortunate that I didn't record it properly. But nevertheless, we managed to complete our final objective, which was the left back, Lima there, from I think the Earthquakes. And we also, of course, completed Bojan Krikic, which to be fair, looks like a good player. I think he has actually decent stamina as well. I think it's 80 plus. So I might be giving him a try at some point as well, but I don't think he will be a player I will be using in my starter team. I'm really thinking, though, of making a team around Lima and Long. So that is something you can expect as well. But anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you, of course, did, make sure to leave a like. Would be very much appreciated. Subscribe as well if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell as well for more videos. And check me out on Facebook, fb.gg/𝐋𝐢𝐤𝐞 𝐒𝐿94. Anyway, that's the end. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.